Alright guys, like I told you guys this is the introduction to HTML. Today we'll just give an introduction and write a simple web page that will display hello world text and welcome to my website. Now before in our last class we had on the group, please, if this is your first time of visiting my channel, please hit the notification button so that you get notified whenever I release a new video. Then hit the like button and subscribe. In the last tutorial, my name is Udokike Daniel. In the last tutorial we talk about just a brief introduction to HTML, whereby I tell you guys things you need to know to write the web page, and the basic is the markup language known as what? The HTML. Now let's go to our Play Store, and I will show you these particular two apps I asked you guys to download. One is Handwriter, and you can see it pops up here. The first one, I picked it, so it's loading. So now, as you can see, I've already downloaded the app. That is why it's showing open here. For your own, it might say install now, get it, depending on whether you are using Android or iOS. So we'll go back. After which, I have another app I recommended for you guys, W3org. W3org is www organization. Like, they are website and application that have the app on Google Play. They are recommended for what? Website development. Anything you need to do about website development, W3 School, W3org, they have you covered. Now we open the HTML. Now this hamburger bar, this three top bar by the left, these three bars top by the left, you open it, then you click what? HTML introduction. As you can see here, it says HTML is a markup language for describing web documents, as I told you guys, and HTML stands for what? Hypertext what? Markup language. It is a language that is used to write the markup for web pages. Now we say that HTML documents are described by what? HTML tags. HTML tags are just opening and closing angle brackets, and opening with slash and closing what? Angle bracket, with the name of the what? The tag inside. There are many types. They have the H tag, we have the P tag, we have the anchor tag. It depends. As you go along with me in this tutorial, you're gonna learn more of this. You're gonna design your own website, and as well you're gonna make website and design website for people. Think of it, programming, you make it using the programming. Now let's just write a simple web page that will just display, like I said later, the web page will just display the title as your name, then you have hello world as the heading, then paragraph we have what? Welcome to my website. So now let's go back to our Handwriter. This is my Handwriter here. I will open it. Sorry, my phone is a bit slow. Okay, now I have some text already there. Let me just cancel everything and start afresh so that we all shall move along. Let me just add this plus icon here, click it and start a new file. Then on clicking save, the new file, I'm going to save it as what? Index.html. It is very, very important to give your file extension as what? .html. This is telling your phone or your laptop or your system that this is an HTML file, and once you click it, it will show on the web browser. So but it is very, very, it's not most you can name your, that you will name your your file as index. The extension must be .html, but it is not must you use index. You can use any other file, but just follow a convention, a standard that is used in what? Markup language. The index just talking about what? The first page you see when you visit a website. So we save it at index.html and click save. It's telling me that the file exists, so I can override it because I have the file in there. I click yes, then we have a new file. Here I will just write the first line. Just stick with me. This might be a little scary, but I promise you in not less than 2 minutes you're gonna understand everything. So the doc type, I will just write doc type. The doc type, I will just write HTML. Sorry, HTML. Yeah. So sorry, doc type HTML. Now I move to the next line and write what? HTML. I can click HTML5 template for it to generate it for me, but I need you guys to be typing it by yourself. You get acquainted with it. When you grow older in programming, when you grow older in writing markup languages, you can be using the text editor that is your choice. So I will just close the tag. Then I come in here and write the heading. Sorry, it's called head either. I will now close it. Then inside the head I have what? The title tag. In the title, just write your name as the title. I will just write Udo Kike Daniel. Like I told you guys, my name is Udo Kike Daniel. Then I close it. Then below the head I will now write what? The body. What's popping up? I will write the body. Sorry. Okay, here I will write what? Body. The body of my website. I close it. Please remember that whenever you open a tag, remember to close it. It is just a programming, like something that will help you not to forget or mess you up with your code. Just open a tag and close it immediately. Computers are unforgiving. Just one typo, your code not gonna run. So inside the body we have h1 tag. H1. The h1 tag is gonna display hello world. I will just write hello world. Hello world. Now I'll close the tag. Then the paragraph tag will just be, the paragraph tag should be welcome to my website. Okay, yeah, you now close it. Now let's just run this before we go through the explanation. Now click this run. This above, let me go back and show you. This triangle here, yeah, it's triangle. This arrow above the index.html, just click it and it says what? Hello world, welcome to my website. Now let's just understand. Oh, it's telling me to get a full version. No, I don't want to get a full version now. Let's just understand this now. The first line, the line 1 in this markup language, which says doctype HTML. This is just strictly telling the browser, know that it is the browser that renders all this. The browser just read your markups language and follow the sequential instruction, follow what the markup does. Like the doctype is telling the browser that, hey guy, this is what? An HTML file. I need you to render everything here as what? An HTML file. Gone are the days we have something like XML, HTML4, HTML2, but presently we are using HTML5. Note that this doctype is not case sensitive. You can use the doctype as what? Capital letter. You can use the HTML as what? Capital letter. It's only for the doctype. Then the second line says what? HTML. It opens at what? Line 2 and closes at what? Line 10. Now, it's telling us that this is an HTML file. The HTML root is called the root document because it is the parent to every other thing. Let me say I will 1 2 3 4. I will just tab this. Tab is just 4 spaces. It might be more on yours. Let me tab them so that you understand what I'm saying. Now see, the HTML is just the root. Is the root that covers what? Everything. It is the document root is called what? The HTML. Now we have the head markup, the tag, the head tag. The head tag contains everything about what? Your website, which is what? The title. It is only the title that is visible to the user, and it will display on top of what? The browser, where it will say title with some favicon. Later we go on, you understand all this. The head contains what? Everything that your what? That the browser need to render. Let me say you have to create something like content type, which is what? Whenever somebody searches your website, your CEO, search engine optimization, Google, like Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox or any web browser they are used, they will rank your website as the best. Now the body contains everything that is visible to the user, to the end user. I mean, you design the website, I'm the one visiting it. Everything visible to me is the body and just the title. That's all. Then the H1 tag, we have the H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. It ends at what? H6. And these are the headings. The headings determine the type. Like, let me say you need to put an heading to your website. Let me say boldly written, welcome to my website or something like that. You boldly write it so that it is the heading. Note you don't misuse the heading. Use the heading according to their order of importance. Let me say you are a student, you need book, you need phone, you need this. The first thing you need is the book, which means your H1 is the book. Then it will follow the sequential order. Then the P is just the paragraph tag. It is used to display a paragraph. So I need you guys run this in your handwriter, show the display. Then in the next tutorial, episode 2, I will continue with this. But just note this particular one now. I will meet you guys in episode 2. Please note, if this is your first time visiting my channel, please hit the like button, click the notification bell for you to get notified whenever I release a new video, and subscribe. Thank you very much. I am Udokike Daniel.